105.3 FM. The Uncle Cyrus Show.
I know you're gonna pump up the bass. You are about to witness the incredible.
You are now about to witness
Uncle Cyrus Show.
Hard time, 1 2 1 2. How we do? It's time to catch the boogaloo flow. Baruch haba havarim. Welcome to another episode of the Uncle Cyrus Show. Maklaver mashlam ha manyanim benove benim. Here at Mea Hamesh Veshalosh FM. What's good, Peckerwoods? We got a mind-melting episode for you today on our time travel trip under the liquid sky.
Uncle Cyrus, get funky with it.
Today is Sunday, October 27th, and day 386 of our war with Hamas, the Hezbollah, the Houthis, I think every other terror proxy that begins with a H, and some of their shitbag friends. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, I'd like to say welcome aboard. What we do on this time travel vessel is each week we sample different genres of music, tasting different butter joint bangers from a collection of myself and DJ Milkweed. We play some joints and pair them with a little knowledge about each record and keep it moving at a pace that enables us to cover as much ground as possible. And we got a great show for you lined up today. Some 909, some acid house in its origins, as well as time traveling back to the early 90s for some nocturnal audio sensory awakening. Are you ready for some audio sensory awakening?
This is the Uncle Cyrus Show.
It's the Uncle Cyrus Show.
That's right, I am your host with the most, your goy on the ground, and today's minister of sound. I am your funky Uncle Cyrus. And I will be the captain on this time travel vessel. Now, normally on this show, we don't play a lot of EDM at all, but it is a very important and interesting genre of music that has developed drastically in our lifetime. And in today's show, I will not be creating a party, just to give you a heads up. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be playing some classic records and then discussing where they came from.
Knock, knock, motherfuckers! The Uncle Cyrus Show!
But before we start digging in the crates, let's start off today's show with these OGs. The guys you're listening to right now. This is Perry and Kingsley. And this one's the Swan Splashdown. If you can believe it, this one was released all the way back in 1966. Perry and Kingsley were an electronic music duo made up of French composer Jean-Jacques Perret and German-American composer Gershon Kingsley. The duo lasted from 1965 to 67 and are both considered the pioneers of electronic music. They released under Vanguard Records 2 studio albums, The In Sound from Way Out and Kaleidoscope Variations. You might know The Inside from Way Out when the Beastie Boys wound up taking that one years later. And if any of this is sounding familiar, these guys were used, their music was constantly used on Sesame Street. So if it's bringing back some childhood memories, that would be the reason.
But as acid house grew in popularity, it wasn't the sense of togetherness that outraged the tabloids. It was several thousand trespassing youngsters off their heads on ecstasy every weekend.
All right. You ready to get into it? So that's the beginning of electronic music. So where'd the acid house come in? Well, let me sit back and tell you another great story about Music versus Time. What I'm about to play is a song called Baharav, and it's by the artist Charanjit Singh. Sliha, excuse me, Charanjit, if I'm butchering your name, but he was an Indian musician from Mumbai who performed as a session musician, often as a guitarist or a synthesizer player in numerous Bollywood soundtrack orchestras. From the 60s to the 80s in the 21st century, Charanjit Singh gained attention from his 1982 release, synthesizing the 10 ragas to a disco beat. Now, this album was originally intended as a fusion electronic disco music with Indian classical ragas, but this wouldn't be recognized for like 20 to 30 years later. Because when Singh dropped that record, it was a commercial failure at the time. But it got rediscovered in 2002, and then it had a reissue in 2010 that really put him on the map and garnered attention due to comparisons with acid house from the mid-'80s. So since then, certain commentators in what music press have recast Singh as the originator of acid house music. Many critics say Singh's records were far ahead of its time. So let's see for ourselves. Let's kick this party off and time travel to 1966. Turn this sucker around and go to 1982, and let's join Singh in the studio where it all began, where this was created. This is Baharav, synthesizing 10 ragas to a disco beat. Wait for it. Oh yeah, here we go. Go, Mr. Singh.
Uncle Cyrus, you're my favorite. Let's go. So you could definitely get a feel for what Singh was onto here. This is the birth. This is where the acid house all came into play. Now, another key player in the EDM come-up was the pioneer of the electronic music that we gotta mention today is Mr. Robert Moog. And you may be familiar with the Moog synthesizer. It's a module synthesizer and was also the first commercially made synthesizer in history, invented by the American engineer back in 1964. Now, one guy who got real good at using the Moog was this guy named Gerald. So I'm going to play you a joint from him from the album Hot Lemonade. This next track is dedicated to the late and great Mr. Voodoo Ray. Voodoo Ray was a New York City staple, dancer and promoter who passed away a few years ago.
You are now listening to the Uncle Cyrus Radio Show.
So I want to play this one for him. This was his joint. This is a guy named Gerald.
Voodoo Ray forever. You know he's dancing up there now. We got you, Voodoo. Voodoo, that's right.
Saturday night in South London, hundreds of young people are gathering for the latest craze, an acid house party in a disused warehouse.
Where do you think you're going to?
Mystery tour. We don't know. It's what's a mystery.
That's the mystery about it. This is acid, man.
Like I said, we ain't having a party here, but we're gonna create a vibe for sure. We're gonna stay back to the year 1988. I'm gonna hit you with a couple joints from then. This one's by an artist called Bomb the Bass.
This is acid, man.
You know that guy that made Nina Cherry's Buffalo Stance? He even also produced Seal's Crazy.
This is acid, man.
Well, this one didn't do as well for him, but I like it. It's called Beat This.
Hold it now.
What does it all mean?
What do I want?
Everybody in the street. Get down to the fucking beat. Big head, big head, big head.
Keep the frequency clear.
This is acid, man.
This is a journey into sound. Stereophonic sound. Stereophonic sound. Stereophonic sound. Dun, 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 dun.
Check this out.
Too blank.
Say it loud. Say it loud and say it proud. The Uncle Cyrus Show.
Uncle Cyrus Show.
Too strong.
Check this out.
This is Can You Party by Royal House. Right, some of you people might recognize this joint from the Jungle Brothers, Girl, I'll House You. But before the Jungle Brothers were doing it, we were going to hit you with a little bass. Are you ready? Let's go.
One, two.
That's right, we're hitting you with some bass, but we're gonna hit you a little bit of This Is Acid. Maurice Joshua, K&T Dance Remix.
Questions have been made about this new dance craze called acid. What people really want to know is how the story all goes.
This is acid.
This is acid, man.
People were travelling and driving to old warehouses or old mills. Padlocks would be broken off front doors, sound systems would be put on, and word of mouth or flyers would advertise the location of a dance event for one night and one night only.
When it first started, it was really different. The music was like nothing else really that had been around. Most of the time my parents don't really know that I'm going to an illegal warehouse party. I'd just say it's a warehouse party and they don't ask me whether it's illegal or not because they don't really know about those sort of things.
Coming to you live for the Uncle Cyrus Show.
This, Mr. President, is a remarkable record. Far better than anything we have ever known.
This is acid, man.
The bass goes on. The bass goes on. The bass goes on. The bass goes on.
This is acid, man.
Party. Acid party. Acid party. Today, every week. Acid party. Even more frequently. Acid party.
Crucial party.
Let's have a party. Cool.
Party.
Acid party. Let's have a party. Brave, brave, brave murder. Acid party. Come with us then. Acid party. Never mind the politics. It's a better record than the Labour Party ever had at any time. It's a party. It's a party. Yes, yes, yes. The bass goes on. The bass goes on. The bass.
That's right, people. If you're just tuning in, and welcome to the Acid Party.
This is acid, man.
For those of you that don't know, acid house is a subgenre of house music developed around the mid-1980s by DJs from Chicago. The style is defined primarily by the squelching sounds and bass lines of the Roland TB-303 electronic bass synthesizer and sequencer, an innovation attributed to Chicago artists Future and Sleazy D circa 1986. Acid house soon became popular in the United Kingdom and all over Europe, where it was played by DJs in the acid house and later rave scenes. But by the late 1980s, acid house had moved into the British mainstream, where it had some influence on pop and dance styles. Acid house brought house music to a worldwide audience. The influence of acid house can be heard in later styles of dance music, as in trance or jungle, big beat, techno, shit, even trip hop too. Some accounts say the reference to acid may be a celebratory reference to psychedelic drugs in general, such as LSD, as well as the popular club drug ecstasy, MDMA.
But the fix most associated with the rave scene was MDMA, more widely referred to as ecstasy or E. Before being made illegal in Britain and the US, it had been used in the 1970s during relationship counselling.
Because the ecstasy was a drug which made you far more open and far more receptive. It wasn't a drug that made you aggressive or made you violent or anything. It completely the opposite way, and that's why people were on the dance floor and some would say felt part of everything, felt connected to everybody on that dance floor.
But in the context of the creation of Acid Tracks by Future, which is known to be the first acid house, besides old Sharonit Singh, it is indicated as a concept rather than the use of psychedelic drugs in itself. So I think he calls the shots. Let's all put our seatbelts on and time travel to Chicago circa 1987 to the studio of the artist named Future with a PH. And he's credited with creating one of the first acid house joints in history. Let's time travel. This one's called Acid Tracks by Future. (1987). From this point on, it's about to get serious, people. So if you got something, drop it now.
Lesson number 1. Listen to the Uncle Cyrus Show. Loud.
People, if these sounds are causing you flashbacks, there's a good reason for it. But now I got queued up another club classic from that era. You heard this song every single night that you went out back in the day. So we're going to travel into the studio of Mr. Joey Beltram in 1986 when he was cooking up this house acid joint called Energy Flash. Wait for it. You know it.
You getting the wah-wahs out there, people? Wah, 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 wah.
Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round town. Gal bikini, follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round.
This is the Future Assassins.
Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round town. Gal bikini, follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round town.
And this joint is the Future Sound.
Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go round town. Gal bikini, follow me, go downtown. Follow me, go downtown. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me.
People, looks like we reached a nice cruising altitude up here. So it's time to recline your seats, swallow whatever that stewardess is passing out, and prepare to delve into the submersive experience of the nocturnal audio sensory awakening. That's right, we're taking you back. This joint's called Chime, from the group Orbital. Another club staple in 1990.
An acid house party in a disused warehouse.
Again, that track is Chime, but I got one queued up for my man Stefan, my boy that got me going out to my first parties. Rest in peace, DJ Milo. The memories will never be forgotten. Well, that's not completely true. I have forgotten many, but the few I do remember are more than enough to remind me of what a great time I was having in my life and what a real trip to the moon was. This one's going out to you, brother.
An acid house party in a disused warehouse.
And all the Rockman crew from those nasty days.
Jenny Blaze hanging out with DJ Milkweed on the Uncle Cyrus Show.
Now hear this.
Once again, that is Ascend, the Trip to the Moon from 1992. Took plenty of trips to the moon, hanging out in that back chill-out room. I want to bring you one of the OGs of this genre. He used to headline a bunch of the parties in the NASA era. This joint's from his self-titled album from 1992. This is Moby with Go. Great joint for the early mornings.
This is the Uncle Cyrus Show.
This is most likely one of electronic music's biggest success stories of all time. This is The Prodigy, selling an estimated 25 million records worldwide. Being called the premier dance act for the alternative masses. Electronic punk forefathers and the godfathers of rave. From their third album, Experience, that dropped in 1992, this is Outta Space by The Prodigy.
right, people, if you're on board, you're feeling this old school vibe we got playing over here, give us a call, Tika Shu, 046959503, and hit me with some requests. But right now, I'm going to hit you with well, before we get into that, before we get into our next joint, I just wanted to say that I got like words and images racing through my mind as I hear all these old school classic tracks. Even with all my memories from that era being very foggy, I do recall words like Liquid Sky and Storm Rave and Scotto, Candy Flippin', Save the Robots, Caffeine, Lenny D, Yellow Shields, K-Hole, Astro Earl, Wallpaper, Alan Sanctuary, Mr. E, R.I.P. Angel. Pay close attention. Oh, my brain had been taken to many other dimensions, that's for sure, especially at NASA. I can never forget the last words I heard from my boy Stefan, Mr. DJ Milo, saying, try this nitrous balloon. It's the same as going to the dentist's. And those were the last words my sober mind had ever heard. I did try that balloon, and then I heard this. And those straight edge days went right out the window.
An acid house party in a disused warehouse.
This is Fine Day by Opus 3 from 1992. The album was called Mind Fruit, appropriately named. Let's go.
It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's going to be a fine night tonight. It's a fine day. People open windows, they leave their houses just for a short while.
It was. But before tomorrow came in, we're gonna hit you with some Plastic Dreams, a club staple by JD. You know I wasn't gonna get out of here without playing this joint. Yes, people, once again, this is Plastic Dreams by JD. This is something for your body and your 555 soul. But now let me give you something for your mind.
Something for your mind. Something for your mind. Something for your mind. Something for your mind. Something for your mind.
This is Speedy J, 1991.
For your mind. Something for your mind. Something for your mind.
Did you just have a flashback too?
For your mind. Something for your mind. Something for your mind.
That's right, people. We're giving you a little something for your mind with Speedy J. But we're going to let the music take you. This next track's by Blame. Here we go now. Another one for you. Oh. We're gonna keep those flashbacks coming for you, people. This is Kashmir, bringing us some brighter days. I see him coming. Under this liquid sky, anything is possible. my people, my mental astronauts. You still with me out there? Because unfortunately, we were getting ready to wind down this party. We're going to come full circle. We're going to hit you with some more of that Perry and Kingsley. And go all the way back to the beginning, 1966. And this time, we're going to take a little headrest and try and salvage what little is left of our melted minds. As we get ready for our flight's descension, we ask that you take your seats and put them in the upright position. You drink plenty of orange juice as we prepare for our landing. But there's no better way to end a party than these next few joints I got queued up. We're gonna go out with a bang. We're gonna have all the zombies doing their mass exodus with smiles on their faces as they sing the words to this infectious song with an infectious piano. Thank you all for coming out, everybody. Get home safe. This is I Need Your Lovin'.
I need your loving like the sunshine. 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 Everybody's gotta learn sometime. Everybody's gotta learn sometime.
Here we go.
I need your loving like the sunshine. I need your loving like the sunshine.
Before we get up on out of here, though, I got another party closer. Alias, this is the legendary track, Follow Me. You better start looking for your friends now. How are you getting home? Where am I? Who am I? We need some of this love vibe today up here.
Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me, yeah, follow me. I'm hoping to see the day when my people can all relate. We must stop fighting to achieve the peace that was taught in our country. We shall all be free. Follow me. Why don't you follow me to a place where we can be free? Yeah. Come with me.
hope everybody out there listening had as much fun as I did here today. I want to say thank you, Toda Rabah, for letting me abuse your crusty little ear holes and spreading some positive vibrations throughout this holy nation. And hopefully opening up your personal algorithm with some new music choices. That's our intention here. That's what we set out to do. Open your mind. Tune in next Sunday. We'll solve more magical musical mysteries together. We got our long-awaited ode to the New York hardcore scene coming up. That's going to be a great episode, as well as sampling some more Blastmaster Butter Joint bangers for your boombox. DJ Milkweed took the week off, but he'll be back. So Toda Rabah for staying tuned all the way through our liquid sky. From the rugged lands to the Temple Mount, you know how we do? It's your funky uncle and the interplanetary Jew. Please remember to listen to me and not your rabbi. I want to sneak one more in. A great band that always performed live to really close out the big parties. One of my favorites. Always brings me to a happy place and relaxes my mind when I think about those little fluffy clouds.
And the skies always had little fluffy clouds in them, and they were long and clear, and there were lots of stars at night. And when it would rain, it would all turn. They were beautiful, the most beautiful skies, as a matter of fact. The sunsets were purple and red and yellow and on fire, and the clouds would catch the colors everywhere. That's neat, because I used to look at them all the time when I was little. You don't see that.
People, this is The Orb from the Adventures Beyond the Ultra World album. The little fluffy clouds, but at this time I gotta up jump the boogie. I got the boogaloo flu. I gotta get up on out of here. But remember, before we go, please tune in to the Uncle Cyrus Show. It's available wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find us on the Apple, the Google, Amazon, Spotify, YouTube Music, all that good stuff. Send the show to a friend. Tell them to tell a friend. Give the gift that keeps on giving. A magical link to the Uncle Cyrus Show. Remember, people, never trust a big butt and a smile. Don't take candy from strangers. Unless you're at NASA. So signing off till next week. Savua Tov. I'm Israel Chai. Yella Mami. Bye.
That's all, folks.
way, does anybody know where I parked my car? I have no idea where we parked when we came in here. Anybody remember who we came with? Does anybody remember where I live? Oh man, this is gonna be a rough one.